Hey, what's up, all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel here again. Tonight I'm gonna be doing something a little different and fun. Uh, this was kind of a process trying to put this all together. But what I'm gonna try to do is my top 10 faves from 2019, and I'm basically only doing this right now based off of the comic book heroes, as opposed to the MCU's. I'll go ahead and probably do another separate video on that. Uh, this video is, I'm kind of going to go ahead and first I'm going to kind of just recap and kind of bring them all out individually and show them off. Um, but this also does include Build-A-Figures, and man, did we get a lot of stuff this year. And I don't even have everything yet. So this is just kind of like so far, because the year is almost up. You know, we're getting there. It's fixing to be September soon, and we still got quite a bit of stuff coming out yet this year. It's crazy, but it's been a great year for Marvel. I thought last year was dope, but this year's even been greater. So yeah, kind of gonna, and it was just kind of also tough to try to, because they just ran so consecutively from last year to this year. It's like it was kind of hard even remembering which ones were which. So I don't know. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of start pulling some of these out and bringing them, recirculating them back through to kind of give everybody a reminder of what's been out this year so far. So I'm definitely not going to be doing this in order. I'm just kind of going to just hopping around, because I've just, from here all the way around me and my shelves are a disaster right now, and it's almost like I've picked them clean because there's just been so much stuff this year. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through them all, and let me know if you're watching, if I've left anything out, or maybe you made a mistake and it's not from this year, it's from last year. But I'm pretty sure I've got it down. So yeah, let's just go ahead and kick this off and get started. I think the first one I'll bring out is probably going to be something that kicked off right at the beginning of the year, and that's going to be the Rider's Wave Professor Xavier. And this was a really good figure. Really good figure. Great update to Professor X. Something that we've been waiting for a long time. And it's like Hasbro has heard our cries. They are kicking out X-Men like it's nothing right now, and they're just doing a beautiful job at it. So this Professor X was just insane. Dang. To try to do all these, it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, for now, there's Professor X. Another good look at him. Spectacular. Loving it. Alright, so there's him. Alright. Go ahead and bring out the Walgreens exclusive Mystique. Also a very, very, very good figure. Great update. Yeah, she's just about perfect. I love this figure. The hair, I mean, the face sculpt, she's just beautiful. For a blue chick, she's beautiful. So yep, there's Mystique. Looking great, looking great. And since I just did Mystique, I'll kind of go ahead and pull out her counterpart, so to speak. Yeah, I just recently did a video on this, but it's my own, I guess, handmade Loranda. And she looks pretty good. I'll probably, fix her up a little bit later down the road, but for now, it works. That cape doesn't want to stay on for nothing. So, yep, there's Lorenda. Alright, moving on. Now, I also want to say, though, that this is the top. This is going to be the top 10 from my perspective. It may not be the same list that you'd create yourself. You know, it's just always a matter of opinions and stuff. But this is just going to be my top 10s. Like I said, they're just kind of going to be scattered because they're not going to be in any particular order. So then we've got our retro Wolverine here, which is also spectacular. A really great figure for what it's worth. Wolverine. Yep. I really wish that I had the money to shell out and I could have gotten everything from this year. But I mean, it was already crazy enough just trying to keep up with what I do have. Which I've done pretty darn good. So next we're going to bring out this bad boy, Jim Lee Style Beast. Another great figure. If that's not in everybody's top 10, I don't know what's going on. But this is an absolute great figure right here. Yep, there's our Beast. Loving it. Loving it. Alright. Keep on moving on here. Pull out our retro Silver Samurai. Fantastic figure there. Gotta admit. Silver Samurai. Alright. Moving on. Let's go ahead and do this guy. Our half of a Marvel Legend. Cannonball. He's probably going to be my number one, you know, top fave of 2019. Psych. He could have been. I mean, this figure had a lot of potential, but I mean, come on, Hasbro. And it's like they didn't know they were going to piss us off with that. They knew. They just thought they were onto something. I don't know what their deal was. But there's our Cannonball. Yeah. Not so great there. Alright. And we'll go to Retro's Jim Lee Style Storm. Just get her hands out of her face so we can see her face here. Beautiful figure here. She really is. Storm. One of those almost impossible to stand up. I think that's probably why I had her hands the way I did, because it balanced her out. A little easier to stand, but yeah, there's Storm. If you guys have this figure, you know the struggle. She is not a lot of fun when it comes to trying to stand her, and none of the Storms really are. Well, the Mohawk ones ain't so bad because they don't have that big, bulky wad of hair that's weighing them down. So, but either way, it's a great figure, and I can't knock it because of that. Not at all. She's just too good otherwise. So, yep, there was Storm. Alright, moving on. We've got our Jim Lee Jubilee. And she looks fantastic. Those colors pop on her right there. I love it. Really good figure here. She looks gangster as hell, man. So, yeah, loving that Jubilee. Alright. So that was Jubilee. I'm going to go with the 80-year 2-pack, Colossus and Juggernaut. This Colossus, super, super sick. I mean, he's dope. Oh, and by the way, I never did recap on that, but I had done a video when I first unboxed this, and I did a comparison with the previous Colossus from like the Warlock wave, Build-A-Figure wave, and I did a follow-up video of that to help Master Marvel decide. Those of you who did comment, this was the ultimate winner here to decide which one Master Marvel's going to put in his main collection. So Colossus, this classic Colossus, did take the place. So thank you guys for participating on that. He's out of here now. Let's go ahead and we'll get down here. Retro Iceman. Pretty nice. But could have used some paint on this dude. But overall, he's not terrible. He's got a real blocky meathead, though. I don't know. But it's alright. He's cool. Iceman. Alright. This one. Blink. She also looks spectacular. You know, I love how times have changed. You know, because back when I was a kid, and you know, kind of going back to the whole He-Man toy lines and G.I. Joe and stuff. I mean, because like with G.I. Joe, there was minimal female characters in the line because they just didn't think little boys were gonna play with girls as toys. Same thing with the He-Man stuff. You know, like when it, you know, of course we had Tila, we had Evil Lynn, but like when it came to Shira, they were all kind of like, you know, you had to go down the girls' toy aisle to find them and stuff. They don't operate like that anymore. They're not on that whole sexist stuff, and you know, and I like that because, you know, there's a lot of females in the Marvel Universe, and Hasbro was not afraid to deliver on those. I mean, we have got, I mean, I could fill up a whole shelf of female figures right now if I wanted to. So I like that. And this Blink is pretty dope. So there's Blink. Alright. Moving on. Count how many times I say moving on in this video and they'll let me know, okay? Let's do this Build-A-Figure here, Caliban, which is also another nice figure. He's pretty massive. And if you thought he was big, man, that Wendigo, sure. Caliban, not bad. But while I'm moving on, I'm going to bring Wendigo out and just kind of show you how big he is compared to Caliban. I mean, yeah, he's huge. So, well, come on, Caliban. Alright. Wendigo. Just put that guy together last night and did a review on him. He is sick. I can't wait to get this dude on my shelf. No idea where he's going to go, but I mean, I'm going to have plenty of room to figure it out, though, because like I said, pulling all these off my shelves, just I'm going to have to redo them anyways, because it's just a mess. And it kind of sucks, because I've actually got one of my buddies coming over tomorrow. He's wanted to check out, you know, my all my toys, and he's going to walk into one of the biggest messes I've probably ever had. So I'm salty about that. I almost should have postponed this until afterwards. But yeah, Wendigo. He's awesome. Alright. Next one. You thought I was going to say it, didn't you? Let's bring out Forge. And if you, everybody that I've pulled out so far is an X-Men character. So we've got a lot of X-Men. It's been so great for X-Men. You know, and Forge here, even though it's on that kind of overused Bucky Cat Buck, it still works. It's decent. I will not complain about it. And yeah, Forge. You know, I wonder if Black Panther's gonna get jealous if he's over here hanging out next to Storm. You know, because they used to be lovers and whatnot. But I think, I'm not sure. I haven't stuck my nose in a comic book in a while, so I don't even know if Storm and Black Panther are even still an item, but they were there for a while. So moving on, Gambit, Remy LeBeau. What's up, Remy? So ciao. This dude's sick. You know what I mean? He is sick. I loved it. A lot of people were hating on this dude because he didn't have the soft goods coat, but it didn't bother me a bit because of all the coats we've gotten in the past, this is probably the softest one we've gotten. So, I mean, it works. It doesn't hinder his articulation a whole heck of a lot. But, loving it. Loving this Gambit right here. Yeah, I really wish that YouTube and Facebook and stuff like, you know, the social, I wish they weren't so hard. Like, you know, everybody remember Napster back in the day with their copyright issues that they had with music and stuff. It's like nowadays, you know, I don't like the silence. I mean, I'd almost rather turn my fish tank filter back on right now just to have some background noise, because you know you can't play any music in the background anymore, because otherwise you get they'll boot your video off or whatever, and that's stupid, man. You know what I mean? So what? Like, so what if I was listening to a regular radio station like KC95 or something like that? You're gonna get on me because there's someone else's music playing? I'm just listening to the radio, man. They're just, it's so stupid anymore how controlling they are. Like, I ain't trying to use nobody's music. I ain't trying to claim that it was mine or nothing like that. Do you hear anybody say, you know, you got Metallica playing in the background? Oh, yeah, that's my song. You know, whatever, man. You know, so it's just, it's ignorant. Really ignorant. Alright, moving on. My man here, Nightcrawler. Oh, yeah. Another one of those, if this dude's not in your top 10 this year, something's wrong. Because this is a great figure here. I can't get enough of this dude. Absolutely love it. So, I was kind of thinking about taking some time eventually and making some kind of like effect for him, his BAMF effect for teleporting and stuff. I mean, I've seen it, it's so easy to do. Just stretch some cotton out or whatever and spray paint it purple. I mean, it's just, and there's just so many different things you could do. But, I mean, heck, even if they would have given us the same effect they gave Blink, would have been okay. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain because the figure in itself is just, it's good enough for me. But yeah, this Nightcrawler, I love it. But I will, of course, move on. Alright. Now we have the Reavers, Skullbuster, and I think Reese. Which, yeah, Skullbuster and Reese. So here's the actual figure that was in the package. And I went ahead and grabbed two of them so that I could pop that other head on one. I mean, I didn't go all out and try to make it super unique, because I ain't got time for all that. I think it looks perfect just the way it is. Skullbuster and Reese from the Reavers. I think that's right, isn't it? The Reavers. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Man, it's almost like I could just do a top 10 of X-Men from this year. What am I up to already? Like 20 something? Jeez, and I'm still going. Alright, up next we've got Mr. Sinister. Oh, that's another one, y'all. That's another one right there. If he's not in your top 10, and I'm probably spoiling it as I go, but like, I don't care, man. There's no denying it. If you're making a top 10 and you ain't got these somewhere in there, there's nothing wrong with you, but I mean, you must really love somebody else a lot more if these guys did not make your top 10. Because this Mr. Sinister is super dope. Alright, let's go with this one here. Guardian. It's not terrible. Guardian. Not much to say about him. So we will definitely move on from him. Okay. Let's go with... what do I got here? Is this Boom Boom? Yeah, Boom Boom in the Boom Boom room. Another shout out to Remy. What's up, man? There's Boom Boom. And she's decent. She turned out, I mean, I liked her a lot more than I thought I would. Boom Boom. Master Marvel needs to get a new chair in here because this is the most uncomfortable little crappy chair I've ever sat in. I don't even want to talk about her butt right here. Looks like she's squeezing the butt cheeks together, like she's got a really taut butt right there. So it's funny. Alright, so there's Boom Boom. Since we did Boom Boom, let's go ahead and bring out... Hey, now why isn't that on there right? These effects are crap. You know, that they could stop giving these effects pieces right here and it would not break my heart at all. But yeah, here's Dazzler. And she is pretty dazzling. I like her. I like her a lot. She also has a taunt butt. I'm telling you what, man. Really, I'm getting the back ends of these guys and it's like, what's going on with that butt, man? That's cool though. So Dazzler, liking it. Okay. Let's go with 80-year 2-pack. Juggernaut here. And I have to say, for a reissue from a Build-A-Figure, it's so different that it seems like it's a new guy altogether. And God, he's massive, man. This dude is squared up massive. You know, and he's probably in a lot of people's top 10. He should be. I mean, this is a great figure. But if we hadn't already gotten the previous Build-A-Figure here, he probably would definitely be way up higher on the docket. So, but he is a fantastic figure, man. No doubt about it. Just all the display options that we're given with him just really makes for a great figure there. Let's go with 80-year first appearance Wolverine from the Hulk 2-pack here. Also, a super badass figure. I mean, I really do love it. The only problem is and it's like that with... They've made very few Wolverines with perfect claws. I mean, but whatever. Wolverine's Wolverine. And if you don't love Wolverine, everybody loves Wolverine. So just keep on dishing these dudes out. We'll figure out the claws thing. We'll fix that. And heck, I might even hit that dude up, you know, here pretty soon that makes those metal claws. And just buy me about a dozen of them. so I can do my own thing, because they look way better. Yeah, this is a really good figure though. I mean, I really like what they did with this. Alright. Speaking of Wolverines, we'll just keep on going. We've got our X-Force Wolverine that actually does have really great claws. Yeah. I mean, they're almost too big, but I mean, how many times in the comic books have you seen Wolverine have ridiculously big claws that didn't even make sense to proportions of his forearms? But, you know, let's use our imaginations, people. It's not, you know, dissect it to death. But yeah, this is a good Wolverine right here. No doubt about it. X-Force Wolverine. Alright, moving on. Let's go to Weapon X Wolverine. Another good upgrade for this character. I gotta keep this dude away from my big Deadpool back here. He might strip him down and hold him upside down, you know, and mistreat him. You know. But yeah. Weapon X. Alright, next up we got our retro Cyclops. And other than the Jim Lee style Cyclops that we've gotten with the Warlock Build-A-Figure, this is another great one. And because I've been seeing people doing it with their customs and stuff, I'm going to have to get another one of these guys so I can do it too, because it just looks perfect. But they've been modifying this into an Archangel. You know, just putting one of the Archangel heads on here and slapping some wings on. Boom, you're done. And it works. So yeah, this one was good. Not a bad way to keep on using that Bucky Cap buck, you know. Alright. Do I have more X-Men? I think we got maybe. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring this one out here, because this was this year as well. We got our Rider's Wave Deadpool on the scooter, and it's also really cool. I mean, if they didn't give us those stickers though for that scooter, man, that scooter just would have been too plain. But I like it. Get your kickstand down here for a second. Yep. Well, heck. He'll lean on that foot. There we go. Yeah, I like it. And that's not the head that came with it. And I think that's the head that came with the one where he's in his boxer shorts, but I think it worked really well. Actually, I swapped the heads because the shocked expression that came on here really worked well for that one with the boxers. So, but yeah, this is a really good figure here. McCoy Manure Company, it says. Alright, now I can move on to some other stuff. Let's go into some Spider-Mans. Let's bring out this Black Cat. And she's not bad. The only thing I don't like about her is this stupid whip. It just does not fit her hand well. She just... Yeah. And I always prefer the classic costume for her. And I still need to get my hands on that one. But this ain't bad. So, Black Cat. She's decent though. Alright, black cat there. And I'll just go ahead and do this one here from the 2-pack, Craven's Last Hunt. We got Craven here. And it's a really good figure. Let's move on to his counterpart here. We've got the black costume Spider-Man. Yada da, because I mean we've already got this guy. There's nothing real special about him. But that being said, where is he? Oh yeah, I'll bust out this one. Another black costume Spider-Man, but you know, a little different, a lot different actually. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have not stuck my nose in a comic book in quite some time. A lot of the information that I get anymore is you know, I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch a lot of reviewers and, you know, so I just kind of stay updated basically by that, and I keep current with things somehow. And, you know, I don't know all the ins and outs of everything right now going on, but like I said, I kind of stay updated a little bit. So there's that black suited Spider-Man, and I don't think it's that exciting of a figure. Let's go with this one right here. This is a big letdown, I think. Mainly because it's just way too cartoony looking. This is one of those that really could have used some shading on it. And that's our 6-arm Spider-Man. It's not terrible, but there's nothing great about it. And also, I know it would have been tough because of all the arms, but if we could have somehow gotten some kind of ab crunch in there, or I don't know. I mean, it's really, looking at it, it's hard. I mean, I'm sure a customizer could probably figure something out, but to get that ab crunch on there is almost impossible. But it can be done. I'm sure it could be done. Basically, under the top 4 arms, I think there's a way you could have gotten some kind of cut in there, or even if it was like a ball hinge to it's like a, not really an ab crunch, but a you know, what is it, a torso rocker would have been worked on this or something. But yeah, he was a letdown, and he's a peg warmer. So, but I'll probably pick some up because I'm thinking later down the road, people will probably be using this dude to make some customs, or if they're in need of toilet paper. And since I pulled him out, I might as well jump to this one right here, our doppelganger. Also 6 arms. And this one just looks so much better because of the darker, yeah.